All right, time now for our Trader Blitz. First up, SodaStream soaring after it agreed to be bought by Pepsi for $3.2 billion or $144 a share in cash. Joe Terranova.
Companies can turn themselves around, can't they, Brian?
Or get bought.
Think about where this company was in 2014. I mean, the short sellers were swarming around the company. It looked like there were concerns over the business model itself, and here we are now. They bring in a Nike executive, Daniel Birnbaum, CEO, does a great job, focuses on sparkling water. Here you go, $3.2 billion later, they get bought out.
Do we focus on national beverage at all, guys? Fizz? You know, LaCroix? That's Fizz. I'm surprised that's not.
They're different businesses.
Because everywhere you go, everyone's got 6 cases of LaCroix in their shopping cart.
That's why it's like Netflix, though. Everybody knows somebody should have bought them along the way, and it just gets more and more expensive.
Okay, more and more expensive. Okay, so there you go. Estee Lauder on the rise after beating on both the top and the bottom line for their fiscal fourth quarter. Jim?
Well, the stock was in a pretty distinct downtrend before this report, and it's kind of interesting that it's trading up even though they cut guidance. I look at this and I think about the category killer out there, which is Ulta. Trades a lot cheaper, has a slightly better looking chart. I think you want to be in Ulta instead of Estee Lauder.
Ulta instead of Estee Lauder. Okay, Constellation Brands, STZ, the big drink maker, under pressure after being downgraded to negative at Susquehanna. John, you own it.
Brian, I bought it last week. I had to roll down my calls because they went in my face a day later. Day after I saw the activity.
Market don't care.
They bought Canopy Growth, which is, of course, a marijuana play. They put $4 billion into that play. Another firm, the day after that, upgraded the target to $250 a share. So we'll see whether Susquehanna's right or the other analyst is right.
You still sticking by it, though?
I'm sticking with it. Like I say, I rolled the calls down.
Is it because of the drinks business, or it's because of this foray into cannabis
purchase? Yep.
Okay. Praxair, not a name we talk about a lot, on the move as European Union regulators approve its $82 billion deal to merge with Linde. The two companies still have to clear a major hurdle with U.S. enforcers, though, Josh. What do you think? Praxair.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very big deal. It's industrial gas. There will really only be 3 major players of any kind of size or scale. And I think what's interesting is that they're going to get through the EU with less trouble than they thought, and they're going to have more trouble than they thought with the FTC in the United States, which could include even more divestitures than what they initially told shareholders. So this is not over, but it's a big industrial stock, and it's important to some of the big indices that track the sector. So people are watching it.
Yeah, unsexy, but certainly something we all need. Meantime, Facebook shares are lower as the HUD, Housing and Urban Development, accused the company of violating, the Fair Housing Act. Stephen, this is bizarre. Facebook and HUD.
You know what I think? What you're talking about specifically is that landlords and sellers were able to advertise on the site, and they had discriminatory housing policies. I'm not sure it's up to Facebook to go in and look at. To me, it's more of a situation that everybody wants to take a shot at Facebook because it's going to help their career. And I think that's one of the issues with the stock, frankly, that you had some arrogance when Zuckerberg testified, both in the U.S. and in Europe, and now it's come back to haunt them. Yeah. So I wouldn't buy the stock here. I still think when you take your margins down from mid-40s to mid to low 30s, you've got an issue.
You think they're just going to keep continuing to be under attack by people that are looking to make a name for themselves on the regulatory side? Or maybe they deserve it.
I just don't see it doing much here.